Hi, this is Emily Young on the record with Ty Segall. We're coming at you live from the Sonic Cathedral. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Great time. We just had you ripping up here. One of the coolest sessions we've easily had. I can say that with my full chest.
You don't need to say that. It's
I'm
okay.
not even trying to hype you up. I feel it. We all feel it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. I grew up listening to your music. I'm not like super old. I don't know if I'm trying not to age myself, but been listening to your music for a long time. You've made 15 records, which is solo records. That doesn't even count all of your other projects. You're a lifelong Southern Californian and an institution in the LA garage rock scene.
Wow.
I'm going to say that too, institution.
Wild. Okay.
Can you talk a bit about the impact of growing up and cutting your teeth there and how that's impacted your career thus far?
Well, I think the main thing about growing up playing music down there was kind of the all ages thing, the all ages scene, and specifically this club, The Smell. I met a lot of people there, played music there at a young age, and kind of got turned on to like live music. And back when I was a kid, there was a lot more house parties and just shows at random places, and that kind of DIY thing has always kind of stuck with me. That's kind of the biggest thing that I kind of got from living in Southern California as a kid. And then I kind of took that with me everywhere I went.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking, I believe maybe it was 2013, you played a place here called the Zombie Shop, which is not, it doesn't exist anymore, but it was like a motorcycle repair shop / not real venue.
Yes.
All ages.
Yes.
I was definitely underage.
Okay.
It's a great time. So yeah, you definitely did take that with you, and now obviously playing significantly larger stages. How has that shift been for you?
Well, you just kind of, it's all about the state of mind, and you can perform really most anywhere as long as you have that kind of state of mind, which is kind of to bring everybody in with you, to experience it with you, we definitely have that. We'd like to promote that feeling,
And I feel like you're still bringing this rowdy DIY show to these now fancy buttoned up venues.
I think it's less rowdy.
Loud?
It's less loud.
Oh, okay. It doesn't feel that way.
It's more dynamic. There's peaks and valleys. When we get loud, it's very intentional instead of just constantly in your face, And
I mean, your records have started to do that too. I feel like there was an obvious shift, I wouldn't say totally away from what we expected, this kind of garage psych sound, but Freedom's Goblin kind of started to push things a little further, and now none of them sound anything. Like they're all kind of all over the place. You're exploring a lot of different sounds. What's been the inspiration behind that? What made you be like, this is time, the time has come?
Well, I can't really scream that well anymore.
Okay.
It hurts a bit. Also, I'm getting older. And that's just a side note, but it's more fun to be dynamic and explore the peaks and valleys of different ideas and sounds and textures and rhythms and everything. So a huge part doesn't sound as huge unless it's preceded by something else. So you have to, do the opposite. Yeah,
and I feel like Three Bells, the new album, is really totally different than anything that I've heard you do, and it's you collaborate with a lot of different folks, including your wife, and that's not new, but you're no stranger to collaboration, working with other folks. How have some of those people pushed you into new territory, pushed your sound, changed it, influenced it?
Well, collaboration's always crucial, and every collaboration's unique, and each one yields a very specific thing that's great. That's what's great about it. And so if I only made music by myself, it would be very boring and bland and just one thing, just one brain, and that's not fun. So that's kind of the other side of it. You need other people to help you go to different places. Sure. And so I hope that I'll always be working with different people to go to endless places, because that's the most fun thing. And I also don't want to just be stuck in here all the time. That's not fun either. That's fair enough.
The the new album also talks a lot about home life, songs dedicated to your pets, your wife. Has this new kind of domestic life impacted how you're approaching all things from touring to making music, across the board?
Yeah, I mean, the age-old thing, life, dictates art or whatever is true. yeah, I think, everything in my life is informing what I make, and I just want to write, some happy songs about dogs sometimes, because I think that's nice, and also, yeah, I'm sick of constantly writing from the perspective of my mind, of the inside of my brain. I'm trying to get outside of that, and I think this record was kind of the summation of that idea. So I think the home life is a good framework for some of those ideas. Your surroundings a bit, but I think I'm done with that. I'm done with the brain songs.
Completely done. No more brain songs.
For a minute.
Only dog songs.
Only dog songs.
Only dog songs. Were you listening to anyone or any artist band specifically when making this new record that kind of...
Too many.
Okay.
Too many. Yeah, too many.
Any that stand out as I loved this thing and I want to chase after it?
The only things I chased after were kind of like textures and sounds. Like specifically, there's a King Crimson record called Lizard. Mm-hmm. This is a very specific reference, but on that record, there's a lot of guitar solos that are just room mics, like really far away, and then juxtaposed with acoustic close mics. And I love that space. So I kind of took that sound, but there's a lot of little specific things like that, like, oh, that's a cool sound.
Well, I think you can hear those nerdy moments of it is not just here's a loud guitar in your face. It is expansive. And again, there's these peaks and valleys and it's all over the place. And frankly, it rules. So what's coming up? You haven't stopped, maybe ever. It seems that way. New music again and again and again, different projects. What's coming up?
We're just touring and working on stuff. And yeah, there's a couple things in the can.
Can't reveal just yet.
I don't think I can.
I can't have the exclusive.
I don't think I can do it. But yeah. Also, it's more fun to have it be surprising.
I love a surprise.
Yeah.
That's fine. Speaking of, how with this insane discography, the depth of your well of songs is quite deep. So how are you putting together these set lists? So where is this coming? How are you choosing what gets to be the creme de la creme? What did we get gifted with?
Well, selfishly, I started out this cycle trying to play the whole record in full, and I realized I was being a little selfish. So we started throwing in some old songs, and then I think it's perfect actually,
okay,
with the blend of old and new. So now it's pretty much 50-50, and every night we kind of do a choose your own adventure set. So there's kind of like a big master list, and then we just see, hey, are we going over there? I don't know. We've never been over there before. Let's go over there. It's fun.
That's kind of truly the music that you're the direction your music is going in now too. We never really know what's next, and we appreciate that.
Well, thank you, and thanks for all the nice questions.
Thank you again for being here, gracing us with these beautiful songs, and we'll hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.